I'm Rusty Lindquist, founder and CEO of Life Engineering. You know, when I talk to business owners and executives and leaders and hiring managers throughout the country, what I have found is that they all have one thing in common. That is, they all want to make the right hire. They're looking for the ideal candidate. And so what they do is they collect the resume. And the resume, of course, will tell you this candidate's skills or the talents that they've accumulated and their experience, the amount of time they've spent in that role or using those skills. We hire those skills and that experience, and we expect certain behaviors. Unfortunately, what shows up to work is not the resume, but the person. It's the energy they bring to the office. It's their motivations and perspectives and values and characteristics. And when I talk to these people, I ask them one simple question. Have you ever made a bad hire? Without any exception, the answer is absolutely yes. And they can conjure up in their mind just how painful it was, just how expensive it was. And so I'll ask them, well, did you assess their skills? Did you assess their experience? And they say, well, yes, of course we did. That only means one thing. Assessing skills and experience is not enough. You have to look deeper. You have to look below the waterline at the energy that individual is going to bring into the organization. You have to look at the personality. The problem is, until now, we haven't had the ability to truly understand a person's personality before you make the hire decision. At Life Engineering, we wanted to change that. So we set about building a personality assessment specifically for this purpose. We call it the Personal Energy Profile. It's based on over 25 years of research with millions of dollars invested and a dedicated team of scientists and subject matter experts. Let me show you briefly what it looks like. This is the Personal Energy Profile. As you can see, it contains exhaustive amounts of data into the specific formula of elements of the individual that has taken it. Their strengths, their weaknesses, the types of tasks they'll succeed at, tasks that they'll be challenged by, careers that they'd be good at, attributes, what this person will do if disengaged or facing adversity, what they do if they face stress, what their worldview is, what they're like as an employee. All kinds of amazing data about the individual. Now, all of this information is available to the hiring manager before the hire, allowing that person to be able to hire the candidate that has the highest probability of success. So much information that we've never had access to before, helping to make sure that you always have the ability to make the best hire. Better yet, candidate personality profiles are completely free. That means there's no barrier. There's no reason why an organization shouldn't implement a personality profile assessment as part of their normal, ordinary hiring process. But we go one step further. Not only can you give these personality assessments to candidates, you can also give these personality assessments to employees, allowing you to truly understand who they are, what they care about, what motivates them, the type of work that they are best aligned to be successful at and to find engagement in. We even allow you to be able to take a number of people and roll their personal energy profiles up into a composite report that'll tell the organization a lot of granular detail about what that group cares about collectively and what they have in common. You can create a composite report representing that top performer profile, and then you can compare the candidate profile to the top performer profile. Let me show you what that looks like. Here is the energy profile comparison that compares a candidate profile against a top performer profile, giving you all kinds of data that shows you how diverse or congruent, how similar or dissimilar these two profiles are. Now you have not only the profile of the candidate so that you know who they are before you hire them, but actually how they map to the type of person you already know is successful in that role. Now, a leader in an organization or a hiring manager has the ability to look not only at skills and experience, but also at the personality of the person they're about to hire. But we didn't stop there because we know that the journey doesn't stop there. The moment someone comes into the organization, you're not worried now about hiring them. You're worried about, are they going to perform? And here's what we have found. We hire for skills, we give them time, and what we expect is performance. But at the moment we hire them, they're full of energy. They're fully engaged, but that never lasts. And when their energy fades, so too does the impact of their time and talent, and what's left is a performance gap. And it's not a time problem, and it's not because they didn't have the right talent, it's because they lack the energy. They have, for some reason, disengaged. The research shows that someone who is disengaged is only delivering about 20% of their total performance capacity. And this represents up to 79% of the workforce. This is an incredible cost to organizations. So what life engineering does is not only allow the organization the opportunity to solve for energy by measuring personality, both before the hire and after the hire, we also give an organization the ability to measure employee engagement and employee satisfaction. Now an organization has the tools, the resources to scientifically understand how employees feel about where they work and the type of work they do and who they work for. Life engineering provides organizations a single platform for employee insights with personality, satisfaction, and engagement assessments. And baked into that same platform is an employee development capability. So they have access to an academy. We also sell training and coaching that corresponds to the diagnostics we give in the insights, allowing us to provide to an organization a full suite solution to solve for employee energy, engagement, and performance. And all at a time where it's never been needed more than now. Because running a business is hard. It's harder now than it's ever been. There's more variables, more nuance, more complexity than ever before. And of all the variables there are, none are more complex or nuanced than people. We give organizations the ability to understand their people and to optimize their people.